A new motion filed by prosecutors today in the case of Cameron White, a former church daycare worker accused of sexually abusing multiple children in his care. It's where we start tonight. I'm Kenesha Dees. New court filings are moving the case forward against former church daycare worker Cameron White. That motion filed today by the state is a certification of compliance with discovery rules, providing White's attorney access to key evidence, including 8 offense reports, 5 medical and exam records, and recordings of forensic interviews. Prosecutors also asked the judge to limit access to forensic interview videos, citing the victims' ages and concerns about potential emotional harm. Under the terms, the tapes would stay under the custody of the court, only to be viewed by White, his attorney, and approved officials. These filings come a week after White waived his right to a preliminary hearing. He was arrested last month on child sex abuse charges, with some dating as far back as 2021. He has 3 pending civil lawsuits from the families of victims and faces 8 felony charges. He's still held at the Madison County Jail on a $400,000 bond. Quintarius White, a major suspect in the case of missing Huntsville realtor Ronald Dumas Jr., was set to appear in a Tennessee court this afternoon, but his appearance was delayed once again. Dumas was last seen over a year ago on December 15th at Mid-City Liquor in Huntsville. Here's video capturing those moments. He was reported missing by his family just 2 days later. CCTV shows Dumas talking to those 2 women right before his disappearance. His car found the same day abandoned on I-40 near Memphis. He's one of 5 suspects, White is, accused in the disappearance of Dumas Jr. along with Kiara Clark to the right. Disturbing text messages between the 2 were found on Clark's phone, which included violent instructions to harm Dumas to gain access to his bank information. White faces multiple charges, including aggravated assault, 3 counts of aggravated kidnapping, and 2 counts of commercial sex trafficking. White's next scheduled court appearance is April 1st. A 24-year-old Athens man facing hundreds of charges after authorities say he exploited a teen on the online gaming platform Roblox. Officials say Landon Westfall, pictured here, was arrested February 9th during a joint investigation between the FBI, the Limestone County Sheriff's Office, and the Porsche Parish Sheriff's Office. Authorities say Westfall threatened a teenage girl, sent and received explicit photos, and encouraged her to harm herself. He faces 261 counts of indecent behavior with a minor, 15 counts of child pornography, and 2 counts of criminal assistance to suicide. His bail set at $750,000. A Pennsylvania man sentenced to 40 years in prison for crossing multiple state lines to meet with a child in North Alabama. According to court documents, Robert Newman Jr. targeted an Alabama girl online from late December 2024 to early January of last year. Newman pressured the 14-year-old into sending explicit images after befriending her on social media. In January of last year, Newman drove more than 700 miles from Pennsylvania to the girl's home in North Alabama. He was found by the girl's mother lying in bed with her. And evidence on his phone also showed communication with an 11-year-old in Colorado. Newman will spend 40 years in an Alabama prison, followed by a life term of supervised release. An overnight burglary in Huntsville led to the arrest of 4 men, one still on the run. Huntsville police responded to a burglary in progress last night in the 100 block of Henderson Road. HPD says one suspect jumped from a window and began to run. Officers pursued the suspect, ensuring no others escaped. A canine was released to locate the suspect, authorities say, but he was not found. 4 individuals were arrested on the scene that you see pictured here. Each is charged with 1 count of burglary. Authorities still working to locate the other suspect. The Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding a missing 17-year-old girl. Authorities say Kelsey Riley, pictured here, was last seen Monday near Ridge Drive in Killen. She was last seen wearing gray sweatpants and a camouflage hoodie. If you have any information on her location, you're asked to contact the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office at 256-760-5766. Well, lots of cloud cover today. No surprise here. We were kind of expecting it, but it was warmer And I'm not complaining on that end, but I am complaining about just the ickiness we've had. I'm joined now by Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Yeah, Jordan, very icky today, but what can we expect tonight?
No, I 100% agree. It was really nice that the temperatures were a bit warmer through the course of the afternoon, but otherwise, it was kind of icky outside with the cloud cover. It was also just a touch on the humid end of the spectrum, and I really don't think that helped at all. Eventually, we are going to get to a day where it is both going to be warm and sunny. As a matter of fact, that day is going to come sooner rather than later. But to answer your question, for the rest of the evening and then as we head into the overnight, temperatures are going to stay elevated, but we're also going to be talking about a little bit of rain. 58 degrees right now in Huntsville, 60 in Coleman. There's kind of a notice line here. It's basically the Tennessee River. Everybody south of the Tennessee River is going to be a little bit warmer than everybody north of the Tennessee River. For example, up across southern middle Tennessee, both Pulaski and Fayetteville sitting in the lower 50s. Everybody else holds stagnant in the mid-50s through the rest of the evening. Now, radar does look nice and quiet for the time being. Maybe a couple of light sprinkles across the Tennessee Valley, but that's about it. Better opportunities for rain as we head into the overnight. We'll talk about that in just a bit.
A high school in Lauderdale County will be closed for the next 2 days after a spike in illness caused mass absences among staff and students. Administrators announced Waterloo High School's closure today, saying attendance has been monitored closely the past week. The superintendent and the school's principals say the temporary closure has been put in place to stop the spread of germs. Last night's State of the Union address marks the longest in U.S. history, lasting nearly 2 hours as President Trump discussed various topics impacting the country, including you. Topics included housing and oil prices, drug trafficking, and foreign affairs. And people here in the Rocket City have all kinds of opinions on the state of the country under Trump. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo spoke with residents to get their thoughts.
President Trump's State of the Union address Tuesday night tackled multiple issues at the top of people's minds. Some of his biggest talking points had to do with immigration control, crime, and the economy. Here's what people in North Alabama had to say about it.
The current administration has let the country down in a lot of respects. When we talk about the prices of food, we talk about the medical arena in terms of county hospitals not having what they need. And when you go to the grocery store, you can look at the prices on products at this point in time. The prices have not gone down. And that was a promise that the president ran on that has not come to real people who go to the grocery stores every day.
Some here in Huntsville say the Trump administration isn't tackling key issues like housing and cost of living the way he promised on the campaign trail. They say the problems affecting their lives aren't being handled with the same care as broader issues like the stock market and global affairs.
He's doing things based on himself, not upon his people, if that makes sense. Everything benefits him in a way and not benefit us. We have bigger problems. We got people hungry, people with nowhere to live, lay their head at night. People that's simply in the cold, and that don't seem to click to the president.
Others agree that our country has some problems to fix, but we need to work together instead of fighting one another to solve them. They say national politics won't affect your life as quickly as politics on the state or local level, which can have a direct impact on your city and county.
There were pros and cons. I see there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made in our country. I mean, I can see some things, important points. We see some good things where he's stopping drug dealers from bringing drugs into our country. That's a good thing. Together, I think we can make it. You know, Republicans and Democrats, if we work together, I think we can make the United States a great country like it is.
Tyree is calling on people to give the president more time to accomplish everything his administration set out to do. In the meantime, experts are telling us to watch closely and make sure your voice is heard in the midterm elections. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
I was excited about coming to Kia. My neighbor convinced me, oh, you got to go.
IKEA finally here in the Rocket City and shoppers are excited. Fox 54's Logan Alexandra Russell takes us inside after the grand opening. One couple taking on the coffee industry fig by fig. We explain how they're using a superfruit as an alternative coffee. Stay with us. you've been looking to refresh your home decor, today's your lucky day. After months of anticipation, IKEA has finally opened its doors right here in the Tennessee Valley. The crowds didn't disappoint, with some shoppers in line as early as 5 a.m. before the sun even came up, hoping to snag a piece of history and maybe a few gift cards. Just look at this video from the FOX54 YouTube channel. FOX54's Logan Alexandra Russell takes us to today's festivities.
It's a sight many Alabamians thought they'd have to cross the state lines to see. But this morning, the wait ended at 5 a.m. here in Huntsville. Hundreds braved the morning chill fueled by the promise of home inspiration and, of course, some grand opening perks.
I was excited about coming to Kia. My neighbor convinced me, oh, you got to go. They're going to have so many giveaways. I've been here since a little after 5 this morning. Yes.
Just for IKEA?
Just IKEA and the gifts.
For Tammy Dostin, the early wake-up call paid off as she's one of the first to walk through a showroom that manager Brad Ellis says is designed specifically for the local community.
This is all about our bigger effort to put IKEA in more places, right? And we want to be where people socialize, where they work, where they shop, and this is a great example of that. We have furniture on display, about 5,000 items. We have about 2,000 items for immediate takeaway, and the best part, we've got Swedish meatballs.
For shoppers like Dostin, it's not just about the furniture. It's about finally having a piece of the IKEA experience in her own backyard.
I have ordered when my grandkids were littler from IKEA, but I've never been to IKEA before. I just remodeled my bathroom, so I want to try to find some stuff to put in there.
During today's ceremony, the store also gifted $10,000 to Crisis Services of North Alabama to help support survivors of domestic violence as a way to give back to the community. In Huntsville, Logan Alexandra Russell, Fox 54 News.
And if you missed all the hustle and bustle of the grand opening, we've got extended interviews, ribbon cuttings, and all the excitement right here on demand on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free. It's just our luck we have some treats to try.
I love a good treat. What do we got?
So this is the plant-based version of the Swedish meatballs.
Okay.
And then the center has just, let's see, I'm gonna lift it
don't
up.
you
Our
do
bug
that?
is covering.
How did you? Oh, okay, got it.
I
got
like
it.
how there's like a little toothpick that has the green leaf to let
That's
people know.
Adorable.
Yeah, that
So if you have the plant-based one, does that mean I have the
traditional,
non-plant-based?
yes.
Okay. And what makes the plant-based plant? What is the primary ingredient?
That I have to find out, but it certainly isn't meat.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try
Okay.
it.
Okay. and
Oh, this is like a sauce that goes with it.
Oh,
Okay.
tastes like a meatball.
Oh my gosh,
Now-
that's good.
I mean, it's certainly not bad.
And then there's cinnamon rolls.
Would I get it again? I think so. Are these mashed potatoes? Mm-hmm. Oh, I do love a good mashed potato.
And then we're gonna have to cut that in half.
Yeah, we're going to come back to that later. That just
Yeah,
seems
we don't
like,
have time to cut it, but
No, that seems like a lot of work to put in.
thumbs up.
For being, I am pleasantly surprised based on what I was expecting.
This is delicious.
This is quite good, I must say.
And speaking of tasting food, this Wellness Wednesday, we introduced you to an alternative coffee made from fig fruit. We learned the benefits, and you can see my taste test on that coming up. And Jordan, our weather.
Yeah, my thing to talk about is not food related. Instead, I'm going to be talking about the rain, maybe a little bit of light rain this evening up across northern Madison County, but the rain becomes more widespread as we head into the overnight. We'll get to that in just a second. Did you know that you can get weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus? Here's how. Go to Fox 54 Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, or Samsung. Once you're on the main screen, push the down arrow and click on the Fox 54 Plus Weather Impact 24/7 block. Here, you'll find radar, current temperatures and conditions, traffic cams, forecasts, and more, all available on demand. Want to get back to the main channel? Just push the down arrow and click on the 24/7 stream button. It's your weather impact updates 24/7 on Fox 54 Plus. Start streaming today.
Now, Wellness Wednesday on Fox 54 News, sponsored by Regenesis.
It's nothing like a cup of hot Joe to give you that extra jolt to your day, but one couple is taking on the coffee industry fig by fig. Yes, they're using this superfruit that eventually turns into consumable coffee. And the couple is from right here in the Rocket City. This Wellness Wednesday will introduce you to the benefits of fig brewed coffee and how it's made. This espresso experience, more fruity than your average cup of coffee. Meet Marianne and Andy Whitehead, founders of Fig Brew.
It looks like coffee, brews like coffee.
And for them to taste,
cheers.
Marianne and Andy take figs like these, roast them, and eventually grind them down to bits to brew like coffee.
We were founded exactly in the middle of COVID, and like most coffee drinkers, I have issues with the acid, digestive issues particularly.
For Marianne, this alternative coffee suits her other cravings.
I am crazy about tea, love tea. I'm not that thrilled with coffee, but when you mix fig and coffee, it is really, really good. It's very smooth.
Andy says fig brewed coffee is packed with benefits.
Fig is caffeine free. It's alkaline, so it's a lot easier on your stomach. It's high in potassium, low in sodium, so it helps regulate blood pressure. But figs themselves are classified as superfruits for their health benefits.
Figs are naturally sweet, and that goes a long way even when it becomes brewable, according to Marianne.
You don't need as much sugar and you don't need as much creamer, so a lot of people actually skip the creamer and sugar and just drink it black.
And these Fig Brew founders hope to change the game when it comes to health.
There's very little innovation going on, so fig coffee is one of those that we feel is truly innovative.
I am trying this prepared coffee that they have for me. It is a fig latte. Let's see. I don't even need any sugar. The milk does the job for me, so I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. If you want to learn more about the benefits of fig brewed coffee and other wellness topics, you can find extended interviews from experts right here on Fox 54 Plus. Download on your TV, watch for free.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
Check out the sky outside Fox 54. Covered in clouds, just lots of that, and just a little warmer than what we've had earlier this week. But regardless of the weather, I love the fact that throughout today in our newscast, we've been trying all types of things.
I know, right? We're really going deep into the taste testing, which now that I have completed my pre-dinner appetizer, I found something I don't like. The meatballs were fine. The mashed potatoes were fine. They were good, you know, considering they're from a food court. I didn't understand the jam.
I actually liked the plant. I had the plant-based meatball. I liked it with the gravy and the jam, and I love the mash.
See, I didn't understand what the jam was supposed to go with. Was it supposed to go with the meatball or the mashed potato? Either way, I did not care for the jam.
I tried it with the meatball.
Oh. Okay. Well, maybe that's what you're supposed to eat the jam with. I don't know. I believe jam goes on toast, not on meatballs or in mashed potatoes. Maybe picking up on a little bit of light rain this evening across northern Madison County, northern Jackson County, just a couple of real light sprinkles. And that's what we're going to be talking about for the next several hours. Otherwise, radar looks nice and quiet this evening, and I do anticipate that it's going to stay that way until probably after you go to bed, when this boundary begins to drop to the south through North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. It's currently sitting back off to the northwest, but as it drops to the south, it's going to increase both the intensity and the coverage of rain across the Tennessee Valley. Maybe we even get a couple of rumbles of thunder late tonight and then early tomorrow morning. We're not talking about any widespread thunderstorm activity. We're certainly not talking about any severe weather, but a couple of rumbles of thunder certainly can't be ruled out. By the time we get to the Thursday morning commute, we are going to be talking about a rain chance. Now, not everybody's going to have to deal with rain for the Thursday morning commute, but a couple of folks might find that they're dealing with a little bit of really light rain. Now, look what Futurecast is doing. It gets the vast majority of this activity, if not all of it, out of here by the time we get to the middle and later part of the afternoon. 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, we're dry across the area, and there is a chance that we very well could be dry with a couple of breaks in the cloud cover. But there's also a chance that we could still see a couple of lingering showers, and Futurecast kind of tries to bring that activity back in through the later part of the evening and then early into the overnight. We do dry out completely as we head into the earliest hours of Friday morning. I think the Friday morning commute is going to be just fine. I think the lunch hour on Friday is going to be just fine. As a matter of fact, by the time we get to the lunch hour, it's going to be better than fine. It's going to be great. We're talking about plenty of sunshine, and then from there we maintain a clear sky into Friday evening through the overnight, early into Saturday morning, a mostly sunny sky as we head into the front half of Saturday afternoon. Our really only real opportunity for rain comes to us tomorrow. Otherwise, we're dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then small opportunities for rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. North of the river, we're a little bit cooler this evening. South of the river, we're a little bit warmer, upper 50s, lower 60s, mid 50s. North of the Tennessee River. We only drop into the lower 50s as we head into the overnight, got a low right around 53 degrees. Temperatures hold somewhat steady in the 50s for the Thursday morning commute, 56 at 8, 59 at 9, 61 degrees by the time we get to 10 o'clock in the morning. Scattered showers through the afternoon. A lot of us are going to be dry though. 64 degrees, really not bad. A couple of degrees above where we should be this time of year. The average high right around 60 or 61. Friday really going to be the perfect way to end the work and school week, 67 degrees. We find ourselves into the 70s as we head into both Saturday and Sunday. I think Saturday is going to be the winner here. I've got more sunshine on Saturday compared to what I have on Sunday. A little more cloud cover on Sunday. Temperature-wise, we're going to be pretty much the same, 72 both Saturday and Sunday. 70 Monday and Tuesday, 67 degrees next Wednesday.
Well, check this out. Fourth graders at the Academy for Academics and Art got to learn a little bit about engineering as part of Garver's incentive for National Engineering Week. The children worked in groups to make bridges out of gumdrops and toothpicks, testing how many marbles they could hold. Some held up just a few, others got into the dozens, and the winning group got to 50 marbles. Garver's engineers explained just why they do it for the kids.
We have challenges in school sometimes, and people get turned off on math and science programs. We want to combat that early on and say, hey guys, battle through some of the hard parts and really get to the rewarding parts, which are solving real world problems like building gumdrop bridges and things like that. So we're trying to get them early enough where we're able to show them the full gamut of what engineering is about, what STEM work is about.
If you want to learn more about the project to use in your home or classroom, check out FOX54.com.
One of the longest tenured coaches in the Tennessee Valley is stepping away from his post. We've got more on Scott Baisden next in sports.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9. Featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
Fox 54 Sports is sponsored by Alpha Insurance.
For the first time in nearly 2 decades, Muscle Shoals will be searching for a new head football coach. This morning, Scott Bazin informing everyone via the Trojans social media page that he is leaving his post in the Shoals. Bazin had an overall record of 170 wins and 50 losses in 18 seasons at the helm. After going 2-8 in 2008, he never had another losing season with the Trojans. In 2013, he led the Trojans to a runner-up finish at the Super 6. Last season, he wrapped up his career with a 12-1 record and a trip to the 6A semifinals. Bazin was named the 6A Coach of the Year by the ASWA. Staying on the high school level, Fort Payne trying to capture a 5A Northeast Regional Championship against Mountain Brook. The Spartans coming out strong. Maddie Walter driving through the lane, slicing up the defense, and scores to grab the early lead. But here comes Fort Payne. Naomi Wise driving through the lane and scores on the scoop shot. Then Zimri Craig finds her sister Zaria Craig on the wing for 3, and it is good. Same play on the opposite side of the court. Zimri finding Zaria for another 3, and it's good. Fort Payne's girls led Mountain Brook 26-16 at the half. In the second half, the defense was strong. Craig with the big block for her team, and Fort Payne wins the Class 5A Girls Northeast Region title by defeating Mountain Brook 52-37. Tune in tonight for more basketball action on Fox 54. In Jacksonville, I'm Mo Carter for Fox 54 Sports.
Coming up on Fox 54 News at 9, parents concerned about traffic and safety for students at Morris Elementary School just down the road from Red Zone Arsenal. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala takes us there to hear about what precautions are being taken to keep students safe. Hartselle City Schools announced a raise in out-of-district tuition. We'll break down all that's included in that tuition jump and what it means for families. And while the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast dig out from this winter's latest storm, Minnesotans are no stranger to snow, so much so that the state's Department of Transportation holds an annual contest for people to create nicknames for their favorite snowplow in their district. Officials announced the 8 winners just yesterday. This is an update. I remember us talking about this. Some of the year's winning names include Oh for Sleet's Sake, Oh Brother, Where Art Plow?
That's a good one.
And The Life of a Snow Girl. I remember The Life of a Snow Girl was one. And there was another one.
I feel like there was another one that you and I both enjoyed, and
God.
I'm gonna need to know if that one was a win. I would remember it if I heard it
Gosh,
again.
yeah, it didn't. I know it didn't make the list, but yeah, that one was really the one that we remember was funny, or didn't remember.
I like Oh Brother, Where